Mr. Speaker, following Peter Mandelson's sacking as US Ambassador, serious questions surrounding his influence on MOD contracts have emerged and upon which we have had no meaningful answers. Specifically, the MOD signed a contract with US firm Palantir in December 2025 worth £240 million. Critically, at a time when UK defence companies are struggling for orders from their own government, this contract did not involve a competition with British firms, but was granted to a US company by direct award. Why was that? Above all, the question is to what extent Peter Mandelson and his firm Global Counsel, in which, at the time, he was a controlling shareholder, benefited from privileged access not available to potential UK competitors. So, can the Minister tell us, regarding the meeting between the Prime Minister, Peter Mandelson and Palantir in February 2025 in Washington, D.C., is it true that no minutes were taken? And if not, why not? Crucially, at the time of the meeting, was the Prime Minister aware that Palantir was a client of Mandelson's firm? He must answer that. Also, in the build-up to the US state visit, we understand that Peter Mandelson lobbied the UK government for deliverables. Will the Minister commit to publishing what those deliverables were and if they involved any clients of Global Counsel? Finally, Mr. Speaker, on actions to take. Given the public interest in this matter, will Defence Ministers follow the lead of the Health Secretary and publish all their correspondence with Peter Mandelson? In addition, in the spirit of the humble address, will the government publish all relevant material in relation to this contract award as part of the Mandelson files?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I said in my first answer, Peter Mandelson had no influence on the decision to award this contract. It was a decision made by the Secretary of State and his decision alone. As the Shadow Secretary of State well knows, this enterprise agreement builds on the one that Conservative ministers signed with Palantir back in 2022, and he knows that the MOD uses Palantir tools and technology on a daily basis to support the operations and wider data analytics. I'm sure he's not suggesting that we shouldn't be maintaining access to those vital capabilities, but the Prime Minister has been clear at the dispatch box that the public and the House deserve transparency, and we intend to publish as much material as we can as soon as reasonably possible. The Cabinet Office is working with the Met Police and the Parliament and Parliament's Intelligence and Security Committee to ensure that the release of any documents do not prejudice the Met investigation or the UK's national security and international relations. The process for doing that is underway, in addition to the other actions the Prime Minister has already taken.